What did the drummer name his twin daughters? And a 1 and a 2. Hi there, I'm Dad, and this is Dad TV. I had so much fun doing the beer and dad joke video that I've decided to make it a regular occurrence here on Dad TV. So if you yourself have a gem of a dad joke and you'd like to share it with me, possibly get it on a future episode, leave it in the comments below, and who knows? Or maybe you got a beer you'd like me to try out, leave that in the comments below. We'll see if we can get it. Did you hear about the guy that lost the left side of his body? No? He's all right now. First beer we're going to try out doesn't have a name on the front, but I assume it's called Zodiac. So we were just walking through the store, and look at this. This thing looks crazy. The alien and the UFO caught my eye initially. I've always kind of had a weird fascination with outer space and aliens and stuff like that, so this was a no-brainer. Brewed by Omnipolo in Stockholm, Sweden. All the way from Stockholm, Sweden. I recently watched my first porn. Man, I was looking good back then. Well, it's quite hoppy. And if you've seen my previous beer and dad joke video, I'm not too big of a fan of the super hoppy beer. So like I said, I've always had some kind of fascination with outer space and aliens and stuff like that. So speaking of outer space, how would an astronaut throw a party out there? They plan it. So this brings me back to grade 4. We were doing a science project and they paired us off with another student. I got paired off with Jamie Keller. And we threw a couple ideas around of what we were going to do. But shortly after we started, me not being the cool kid, Jamie Keller ditched me and went and just joined her friends group who were paired together. So here I am by myself doing my own science fair project. Thank baby Jesus I have such a sweet mom who helped me out. So we were going to do this outer space thing. I had this library book that had our solar system in it. That's what I wanted to do. So we got this cardboard box. We spray painted the inside black, glittered it up with stars and stuff. And then my mom took me to like a local craft store. We bought these different sized styrofoam balls, right? So we would do them as the planets from the sun out to the farthest one. So we had like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Pluto was still a planet back then, so he was in my diagram there. And we had the appropriate sized ones, and then behind every planet we'd have a little write-up. Like Mercury, closest planet to the sun, Saturn, and it has rings, and Jupiter is a gas giant. So there's a little write-up behind every planet. Put all this work into it. We hand-painted the planets themselves and stuff. Handed the project in. Had the big assembly in front of school. They were handing out prizes. So-and-so did this. Here's first. Here's the third place prize. They get to my diagram. This hard work I put in. Solo kid because my partner ditched me. Thanks, Jamie Keller. And I can see the teachers talking with each other. They come over and they hand me a participation ribbon. You want to know why they handed a kid in grade 4 a participation ribbon who did the project all by himself? Because the planets didn't revolve around the sun, so it wasn't a true diagram, so they gave me a participation award. I'm a 40-year-old man, and I'm still bitter about my grade 4 science fair project. Thanks a lot, Jamie Keller. Oh. All right, Zodiac, you're terrible. So's my participation ribbon, and so are you, Jamie Keller. Love you, Mom. Okay, moving on. We have the pompous ass English ale. Indubitably, we will try this one out. This one was recommended to me by my wife's uncle and my friend Marcello. And I quote, I had this one in my fridge for a year and I thought it would be shit, but it wasn't bad. Thanks, Marcello. You ever notice that Lance isn't a very common name anymore? And yet back in medieval times, people were named Lance a lot. That's really not a bad beer. It's quite tasty. I can't nail down what it tastes like yet, but it's very good. So anyways, this morning I was laying in bed looking up at my ceiling, and I'm not sure if it's the best ceiling in the world, but it's definitely up there. Pompous Ass is our version of an English pale ale. We use an American ale yeast to brighten up the flavor and add our own contemporary blend of hops to ensure that even the most pompous ale drinker does a double take. All right, Marcello, Pompous Ass English Ale. So far the winner of tonight. Good recommendation. Thank you so much. Okay, next up, we got this guy right here. There is very little information on this guy. It's called Mimi. And I'll tell you why I picked this out. When I saw this can, it reminded me of my YouTube friend Eric from Eric Experiences Life. Eric, this reminded me of you. I picked it up. Last night, somebody broke into my house, stole all my antidepressants. I hope they're happy. Wow. Oh. I don't even know what to say. It like explodes in your mouth. Apparently it's a beer. It tastes nothing like a beer. It's like fruity and tropical and crazy. It's like nothing I've ever tasted before. This is not a beer. I don't know why they call it a strong beer. There is nothing beer. I mean, yeah, okay. I guess it has barley and hops and all the ingredients of beer, but this is like I'm sitting on a beach with my toes in the sands kind of drink. So there was a kidnapping at the school the other day. Don't worry, he woke up. And so finally tonight we are going to move on to the pecan porter. 2 things you need to know about me. I love porters and I love stouts. And I've always said, if I'm on death row and they ask you what your last meal is going to be and you go through everything and you get to dessert, my dessert is pecan pie. So we have our pecan pie porter. How can I not like this one, right? Why do ghosts love eating health food? Because it's supernatural. That is delicious. Oh my goodness. Pecan porter, I need more of you in my life. Oh. Double Trouble Brewing Company. Whew. You're in trouble. Why can't dinosaurs clap? Because they're dead. Okay, my friends, that's going to do it for Beer and Dad Jokes, episode 2. Pecan Porter, the winner tonight. Okay, so once again, if you want to have your dad joke here on Dad TV for a Beer and Dad Jokes episode, throw it down in the comments. I'll check it out. If it's worthy, if it's a gem, it'll be here. If you have a beer you'd like me to check out, and if I can get it, I will definitely try it out here on Dad TV. If you're new here and you enjoy what you saw, hit that subscribe button. Check out some other videos. We do a lot of fun stuff here on Dad TV. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.